actually just finished. RCTIC just took the knife round with 2 players remaining there. So we're just going to be going straight into the pistol round, guys. Of course, I've seen you in chat talking about how the knife round's already started. Just to let you guys all know, obviously the HLTV has the live data. We have a GoTV, so we have a delayed stream. So the pistol, you haven't missed anything. The pistol round's right here, as you can see. And we're going to be going right into it here, of course. This is Train. This is the 3rd map, just the V2 down map, because after we saw Mirage and Overpass both banned from both teams. So this will be the last map remaining out of the 3. And if we go straight into it, we're going to see Empire push aggressively up towards A to start things off. Twister going to be holding off this angle with his P2K. We'll find that first headshot. Spiker will fall. Spaz is yet to get the trades. He pushes out aggressively. Still players pushing out of Ivy. Great trade there. Twister will fall, and now Saw has to do some damage coming up from behind. He's still got the positional advantage, but of course he's giving it away. So now down into a 2 versus 4, and they need to hurry up and get a go. So you can see this is a great play coming up from the Terror side. Despite losing one of the players, they still trying to get that refrag, trying to turn it into a 2 versus 3 there, and instead they lose one of their teammates. Now it's all on the hands of Spaz, 1 versus 3, but what a shot by Zori. He's going to finalise that round and take out Spaz there. So RCTIC taking a 1-0 scoreline. It's not a stream delay though, it's a GoTV, not delay, but I guess the best way to say it is GoTV, which is what I'm spectating this game on. It's automatically delayed to stop people watching the stream and cheating, of course. Because otherwise they know the positions of everyone. That wouldn't really be fair. But either way, off into this round, we do see Empire pushing down over towards the B site. And he's going out, and he's going to push straight into this. Seven's going to be holding the angle here with his Famous. He runs out of ammo, switches to the pistol. He will go down though, to no avail. Twister trying to come in, but the bomb pass should be going down here for the Terror side. Not too sure if what's going to be able to stop this. Electronic hits 1, Sakatron also lands another, and now only 1 player remains, but not for long as Spiker gets dropped over towards the flank, and now RCTIC do take a second one on the board. Just securing all the rifles they can on that exit. In RCTIC, they take 2. But almost a full eco coming out from Empire. They got a couple of Deagles, 3 PT50s to work with. 7's going to receive some damage, and Zori instead got to get a kill with that nade over towards A main. And Fix is going to drop such one of the Deagles out of the or PT50s out of the hands of the Empire side. As you can see, Cyber has actually retrieved Fix's Deagle there. So we still got a bit of utility here for Empire. But by and large, just pretty much trying to go for these picks here, allowing RCTIC to have a chance to shut them down as they go for the aggressive peaks. Again, not much to lose with these pistols. You can just see it's going to be a bit of a clean-up coming up from RCTIC. Just 2 players from the inside, but it's down to 5 HP now in this 1 versus 5. And if he did this, it would be the best Counter-Strike clip in the world. But I don't think it's going to happen. Source going to finish them off there. So RCTIC 3-0 already. And Empire finally going for that buy-up here. We're going to see an AWP on Apple Cyber Focus. He has got enough money to go for that armor as well. Bit of a smoke in there for a finale. And the rest of them just going for these full AKs. But still, we've got some Famouses up on the RCTIC side. They haven't decided to force buy these rifles up, which is fair enough really. These guns are totally useful here, especially on the CT side in that of Train, and we're going to see the first round, the first kill be opened up by Twister. Trades coming out and a refrag just to double up from Fix to shut it down into a 3 versus 4. As you can see, RCTIC, they have to rotate these players in. Sagaton really good positioning, jumps on top of the train and grabs that one of the Spaz, but they still lose a player in the process. The Cyber Focus uses the AWP very well and shuts down another. So we're down to a 2 versus 3, and the rotation going to come out from Empire. They will be pushing back in towards the B site here, so we're going to see rotation coming up from 7. Sagaton has to hurry up and rotate though to join him. Bomb will be going down, and 7 yet to have any impact really over towards this B site. Empire will be pushing aggressively to his left. Great position by Spiky. He will be getting a second as well. Fix grabbing that one, and now Empire take a 1 round on this Terror side here on Train. See, Arctic do pretty well in this best of 3 despite getting absolutely steamrolled in the second map. They're already up into a 3-1 advantage, which is pretty good, building up a steady economy despite losing the previous round, as you can see, to Empire. But Galil's still stuck on Spaz. 7 is down on this this FAMAS, but it seems to be working out for him quite well. He will get 2, finally being dropped there by Cyber Focus, but he's going to receive a fair bit of damage. Actually picking up 2 now, 18 HP left on the man as he pushes up towards the B site. Bomb should be going down shortly, and not many HEs left on either of the sides. His Cyber Focus with the final one here, so there's going to be no HEs coming in towards him. Molotov instead, and not going to be great. Won't be forced out of position just yet, and he's going to drop a smoke instead. So these last 2 Arctic players are coming in though. There's still Cyber Focus in the smoke, playing this perfectly. He's not peeking at all, and Spiker can support from upper here. He just has to peek out, does spot out that player, but Cyber Focus instead gets the kill, and now it's all on Sagaton. 1 versus 2, picks up the first one, but there's still Spiker over towards upper. The time is ticking away. He has got a kit to work with, and the smoke, he's going to drop it on the bomb. I'm not sure if Spiker is going to peek this one. He does, and Sagaton takes that round. So really, really good fake there coming out from the Arctic player, and we'll get that diffusion in time, as well as hopefully getting this up at the end of the round too. So he's going to be up on this AWP here, you can see for the CT side. No armor to support it though, it's clear he's dropped a gun for someone else, and he's going to find that first frag regardless. Just his stationary play working out very well for him. He will go for a second instead. His teammate Twister going to support him and take him down, and now Fix and Spiker are going to be the last 2 here for this terrorist side. Spiker trying to do some damage, great spray control, does manage to secure a kill, but he will go down at the end of the day to Zori jumping up, and he's actually going to take 3 frags that round, so a really good hold from Arctic. Empire's force not going too well, and they will be down on the eco here on this terrorist side. But again, a full eco coming out from Empire. There's not going to be a whole lot they can do here. Bomb is down towards the A site because he fixes over here in Pop Dog. Going to have probably support from Electronic getting ready to push down, but actually they're going over towards the B site. So this is interesting, you see. Again, really no investment. 3 P250s, that's it. And we see Empire just running straight out onto the A site. 1 player over towards B, but it's not going too well already. They're just being shut down 1 by 1 right now, and you can just see, what is that kill feed? Just complete destruction coming out from the Arctic side. 6-1 right now, and Empire got to go for the buy once again. We've got Galil on Electronic, full AKs on the rest of them, so they have got a bit of investment. No nades really to work with. They've got a smoke and a flash each. Electronic has a bit more, obviously, after going for this Galil, saving those $700 there. She's going to be able to invest that into a molly and an HE as well as the original smoke and flash, but not a lot of nades to work with right now. And we can see here, So is going to be holding off the side with the MP9, not doing too well. Does finally pick up 1 though. Spaz is finally going to get the trade though, and Fix and Spaz are going to be lost to alive. He secures 2 on the board, so we're down to a 2v1 already as a refrag comes in from Zori with the AWP. And oh, great shot under the smoke. Lands that final one, and not sure how he even did that there. So they take 7-1, and Empire on an eco again, so RCTIC should be taking 8-1 fairly easily. We can see as Zori's going to be taking the aggressive peek with the AWP. They might be walking straight into it now. They do, but he's not going to hit it regardless. Peeks again, takes out Fix, and he's just going aggressive. Got nothing to lose here, apart from this AWP, which he does. RCTIC, they're already down a man. So this is the issue. I think over-aggression is just not... It's just so pointless. Against these pistols, there's no need to peek. You can just hold it down and get the kills late round. And of course, we do have this fight coming out, but it's not going to go too well. And RCTIC just threw away around to Empire against an almost full eco. Spaz having a bit of armor, but the rest of them just being on these pistols. Shouldn't have lost that round at least for RCTIC. Again, they are still in it, but right now they've got a double stack over towards B. The bomb's going down right now over on A, and the rotation is already in, but they've got to hurry up with this one. They may be losing another player over towards Spaz, but luckily Twister will hit that shot from the upper area, but RCTIC need to hurry up on this retake because course, Empire don't have any armor between any of the players right now. Spike has an AWP to work with, but this is a good position, at least from Electronic. If Spike goes down here, Electronic can just jump in, grab the AWP, re-peek, and they won't expect it. But it seems like RCTIC is just going to go for the safe save, which I don't agree with right now. They could easily get this retake. 2 players with pistols, and again, they won't be able to buy up next round unless they save these rifles, in which case, yeah, they will be able to get a buy, but I still disagree. I think they should go for it with this lack of armor. They had a good 30 seconds there to work with, but either way, unlucky over-rotating over towards that B site, and, obviously that overpeak from Zori didn't work out too well there for the CT side. Either way, we're going to see the buy come up. A couple of drops. 7 did have 7k that round, hence his name, so he will be able to drop a couple of rifles for his team. And Empire are going to be going for the full B rush, matchmaking style. These are the true Russians we know and love. So they head over to B. Still waiting for some aggression over in A, and Twist is going to be holding this off. Very aggressive positions for the CTs over towards the A side, but it's not going to matter because the majority of the Team Empire players are over towards B. We do see Spiker finally rotating in to join his team, and Seven's got to do some serious damage here. And here we go, push coming into play. Seven has to hold it off, but the flash comes in, he does go down. Electronic will secure that, and a great shot from Cyber Focus is going to drop Zori as well, so we're into a 3 versus 5 as now. And Twister will finally grab a kill on the flank. Spiker, that is, dropping down into Pop Dog. But again, I think I may see another save coming out from RCTIC unless they hurry up and get a quick frag. And we can see this 3 versus 4 is going very well for Empire. The save, yeah, it's going to be happening from RCTIC. They gotta run back and save these rifles. There's no reason to go for this one, of course. Down a man and not having the advantage, of course. Because the bomb is down for the terror side, it's going to be extremely difficult retake. Again, all 3 players over towards A is going to make it even harder. So good call from RCTIC. They're just going to say this, allow Empire to take 2 in a row now, so up to 3 rounds. And they will have to eco. Oh no, show they should be able to buy once again, drop these rifles and get a couple of pistols to support as well. But Electronic, he's on the hunt. So just going to spot him out. A lot of damage, not going to manage to find the kill, but oh, he's still going for it. He's just running up close and just saving the guns at the end of the day, but a lot of damage onto Electronic, almost taking him out for the count. But the full A rush is going to come into play. Twister will grab 2. The trade does come out though from Electronic, and Spaz is also going to do some damage. Will finally be dropped there by Zori, and now we're into a 2 versus 3. Just as the round started, it's almost over, and Saul's very low, but they still do have the man advantage on the CT side. Cyber Focus going to be spotted out there as he goes for the jump shot, but he will be finally finished off, and Spiker falling as well. So RCTIC taking an 8th now, and that really good force buy worked out for them. 8-3. Not sure why people are arguing that train's T-sided. This map has been CT-sided since 1.6. Through every iteration and update of this game, it's still remained its CT-sidedness, and it is heavily CT-sided. It's a good 10-5, 11-4 CT-sided train. Plus his aggression from Twister. He just gets out of there. This is good though. At least he's not over peaking. After his position was given away, he wasn't committing to a gunfight and getting taken down like Zori in the previous round. And we're into a 4 versus 5 already. Fix is alone over towards Ivy. 50 HP left on him as well, and RCTIC, they got to come back from this 1-man deficit. To make him into contact, he does find that first one. Saul does get the quick trade though, but it's still into a 4 versus 3 as the advantage is heavily on the Empire side, and we need to see RCTIC hurry up and trade. The 7 will do so. He takes 1, but another player is going to be lost from RCTIC as Fix drops Saw over towards the Ivy area there, and 7 picking out aggressively will finally turn it into a 2 versus 2, but there's players coming from his flank. He's got a lot to deal with and not much chance to do it with the low ammo left in his M4 there. So Twister finally 1 versus 2, but Electronic is just going to be holding this angle. Bad timing from him, he turns away, but Twister is going to be on 35 HP as he comes in there. Flash is going out, he's got to commit to this, so 1v2, there's no way he should be able to save her. And again, he's got a lot to deal with. Pushes out, there we go, that's going to be the round. Pretty much over. Empire do take it 4-8. RCTIC are doing extremely well right now. Triple nade coming out for their team. They are of course going to be on the eco, so Empire should be able to take this one in the bag. Of course, a double eco may be in order for RCTIC. Their loss bonus is not looking strong at the moment. They're only going to have about 3 to 4k at least, with the exception of Zori after this round. So they probably need a double eco this one if they want to fall by, you know, full orbs and full rifles with nades and kits and stuff. Of course, they can get a nice FAMAS buy with some, you know, maybe some SMGs. If they do eco this, they do force by the next round, but I think it'd be preferable, especially with, you know, such a big advantage, just allowing Empire to take another round or going through a bit of a quasi buy, a bit of an investment in the next round after this one, because they are of course going to get wiped out in the full eco. But Saul just going for these exits. He's trying to pick up some guns on his leave, but not sure if they're going to be exiting to our A main. We can see Spike is very close to doing so, but just waiting till the last second. I'm not sure what is he going to go down with the bomb. A man always goes down with a ship, but this isn't the Titanic. Here we go. Saul should be able to get this exit fairly easily. Spiker isn't paying attention. A lot of damage, but no, Spiker will hit the shot. 22 HP left on them in RCTIC. They've got to make this decision whether they want to eco or go for the buy once again. Yeah, exactly what I call would be a better idea. Quasi buy coming out from them. They got a bit of armor and twister. They got, you know, 4 pistols, a scout on Zori. A good investment to give them a possibility of winning this round. Especially if they grab some fast kills and pick up a couple of rifles and give up the twister, of course, with this armor. But not too much of an investment as if it will hinder their next round. But they've got to watch out here, because this full AK rush all the way up Ivy, 3 of the players. The only one holding this off is going to be Zori, and he's not got the best gun to deal with this. A scout isn't going to be optimal for holding off a full Ivy rush right now, and the rest of the A players aren't going to be holding towards this angle as they push straight out. They will spot him out over the smoke. Fix going to drop him as well, so a bit of a shutdown from Empire onto RCTIC. But again, it doesn't really matter too much, because although they did invest a few pistols and some nades, they didn't invest anything that would really affect them in the next round. Apart from maybe being down on a smoke or a flash, it's not going to be a huge issue for RCTIC. Yeah, Twister, best idea is to save this armor, I think, with his 5.7 of course. It's not really much point going for an exit when he's going to be able to afford a full buy if he does save this armor, of course, because it's a huge risk. That's my favourite thing, when people say that a team is throwing because they're doing bad. When Empire is recently, in the last couple of months, come out to be one of the most solid tier 3 online teams, winning a vast majority of their matches, and upon improvement could be worthy of a major in the distant future, and people accuse them of throwing an online match. It makes me laugh. I can confidently say that I don't think we're ever going to see another throw by a salaried team in Counter-Strike in the next few years. I just don't see that going to happen. Don't see that happening. Unless the team's so bad they know they'll never qualify for a major and don't mind throwing. It's always funny though. Azubi chat, you make me laugh. RCTIC though, 8-6. They've already got the man advantage, twofold in fact. Fix will finally get a refrag, so we're back into a 3 versus 4 as they take control of the B site. Zori receiving a lot of damage. He doesn't need to overpeak here. He does have this AWP to play with as well, and he's going to allow Spiker to cross all the way to his left, and Spiker's been doing this excellently right now. Zori, spot him out though. Not going to be able to do so, and Cyper is going to be the last one alive, as he does have the Molotov for the bomb though. We'll chuck it out, and that's going to be perfect to stopping the defuse, but actually maybe not in the great placement. So just going to be able to get that defuse probably from the edge. Should be able to do. Yep, smoke will come in either way. So that's going to be the round for RCTIC. 9-6, and that'll be the half.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
That's a great end round play from Saw. The music at the end. I'm not sure if this in-game sound was loud enough to to hear that, but that's quite fun. Either way, up into the second pistol round here between Empire and RCTIC of this map, of course, so the 6th pistol round. We will see again. Empire always do this. They go for the full armor buy on pistol, which is very dangerous because, of course, it doesn't allow them to smoke off any choke points. It doesn't allow them to get any defusers in 5 seconds, of course. It will go for 10-second defuse, which is a huge issue on train, where planting on the B side is so easy. So we're going to see the full Ivy rush come into play. Spaz is doing extremely well holding this off. He's already gotten 2. There's a player pushing from his flank. That's going to be Zori hitting that shot, and we're into a 2 versus 3. But good holds from Team Empire, at least on the site so far. Fix is still alive over towards the default, and just allowing them to push up and just move around. But still, the bomb is down over towards the middle of the site. 7 going to try to take out Spiker. Will do so if equalised it now. So possibility for RCTIC to pick this one up. But Empire, they still have a player over towards default. 7's not allowing him to get anywhere though. An electronic, lovely shot. Hit Sorry right in the head. And 7, he's got to go for the 4K here. All headshots. And electronic, he's got to go for the 1 versus 2. Still trying to find this shot off. They're just spamming bullets off, and 7, he's going to hit it. That's going to be 4 headshots in the bag for him. RCTIC, they take 10-6. What an incredible play from 7. Damn. Either way, after they're going for the buy once again, of course, after winning that previous round. Twister's going to be up on this Mac 10. Good management of the economy will be able to shut down the players on the 3rd round where they do go for the full eco. Assuming they lose this one, of course, which isn't looking likely because they're already doing a lot of damage, and they could actually come out on top with these pistols against CT side, so they do have an advantage here. Low HP on Saw and Sagatron, or Sagaton, I always do that, sorry guys. Either way, Spaz, he's going to be peeking out with this Deagle, will get caught in the crossfire. Sagaton shutting him down, and now we're all onto Spikers. I was saying they shouldn't lose this round, they almost do. 3 players on sub 10 HP, so right now I've got hope for Spiker. All he has to do is take out this 1 high HP player on the site, and he's got a chance. Sorry, already low with his team. Twister actually gets the team kill, that's very unlucky. Saw's going to fall, and that could be the downfall here as Spiker picks up a 2nd one, and now pushing into the site, he's got 2 more to deal with. Sorry, 30 HP and Sagaton 7 HP. Doesn't clear the angle correctly though, and he will go down to Sagaton there. Bit of an overpeak for someone with 7 HP, but regardless, RCTIC do take that round. Again, I would actually, I take that back. It wasn't really an overpeak. They were both peeking together. There's no way he could have got both those kills. So yeah, it's a fair play from Sagaton. He wanted to support his teammate. No, I wasn't thinking right there. And either way, RCTIC 11-6 right now. RCTIC are going to be pushing heavy out onto this site. A site though, bomb into as well. They're committing everything for the players of Empire. Are going to be holding off, but it's not going to matter. Just full wipe down here. Absolute slaughter coming out from RCTIC as Empire have 1 player remaining in hand, Spiker. And he's got to do some phenomenal clutch to come out on top of this. He will land 1 kill, going for the 2nd as well, but Zori's going to shut him down there with that long range AK. And RCTIC take 12-6. Looking like an upset. I did say, that's the thing, I said RCTIC, while I thought Empire would win this, before the first map I said, while I thought Empire would win this, RCTIC should not be at 30% on the betting sites. They are far stronger than that. They've had a lot of decent LAN results recently, beating some fairly good teams, beating Torpedo on LAN. Arguably was a team better than them, maybe not so much as now, but you know, they beat a lot of teams on LAN. BX3 for example, the new and rising Norwegian team doing very well recently. So right now, RCTIC have had some fairly decent results online and on LAN, but especially on LAN, whereas Empire have still not attended a recent LAN that I've paid attention to, at least. Maybe a Russian LAN, but I wouldn't know because I haven't followed any Russian LANs recently myself. But no mainstream EU LANs at the moment, and you know, well, they are a very decent online team and win a lot of events, or a lot of matches, sorry. They are struggling at least against this one, and the underdog is shining through for RCTIC. I did call this. I did call it as a possibility, so I'm happy with that one at least. Spaz got to do some phenomenal play. Not going to happen though. Sagaton shuts him down there with a headshot with the AK-47, and now fixes last alive. 1 versus 5 here coming in from the flank, and 7 going to be ready for this. Jumps out onto the ladder, but not ready enough as he gets taken down. That should be a save from Fix. There's no way he can commit to this. Just faking the death gun there. Peeks out aggressively, lands a 2nd kill as well. Nice headshot onto Twister to follow up with a nade, but he should be able to save this. Fix might come into contact though. Sagaton just coming around the corner. This is slow, and again, only 3 seconds after each round, so there's going to be no time they can get this engagement. Bit of a wall bang, but not going to hit. So I'll take 13-6. Oh, great shot there through the smoke from Spiker. He's going to do so much damage onto Twister, putting him down to 64 HP already. It's Team Empire. Still yet to find a pick here. Cyber is down on this pistol here, so just going for a bit of an eco with the rest of his team buy up. A bit of a risk, but understandable because he does want to get the AWP on the next round, so... We'll be seeing Spiker push up once again here. Electronic also in the same position, or similar position, coming out from Hot Dog. Misses the shot though, and that's going to be a huge deficit. 7 takes him down, and now aggression from Electronic. He misses the first and only just hits the second. So we'll drop him there on RCTIC. That's securing this round very, very well. 13-6 already, and we're into a 3 versus 5 as we see them push into the B side. Zori hits another shot with the AWP, and Fix will finally get the refrag. Takes 2, and 7 and Twister are going to fall. So Fix and Spaz, last 2 alive here to get this 2 versus 3. We will see Empire just holding off. They are very split up, so they won't be able to get these trade frags unless Fix rotates in very, very fast. But again, Bomb is going to be working its way up towards the A side. Not the best call from RCTIC, but still 30 seconds left on the clock. They have time to rotate if need be, but there's no reason to, and they're getting the bomb down very shortly. And Spaz, he's still going to have a great position. They don't know where he is, but he should be swatted out very shortly by Sagaton, and he will be swatted out. Spaz takes him down after he gets traded. Now Fix alone, 1 versus 2, but the bomb isn't down. And, oh, a bit of an overpeaker. I think he could have done that maybe after plant, but either way it will go down. And Empire already down to 6 rounds to 14 is fair enough for that peak. But again, the last 5 rounds won from RCTIC of this half, so they're doing extremely well. Despite Train being CT-sided, RCTIC just seem to be the better team this map, and Empire just seems to be pretty tilted after the first half, obviously. RCTIC's just doing serious damage onto Empire. It's always good seeing an underdog come out on top, you know. A lot of people weren't expecting RCTIC to even have a chance and bring this to 3 maps, but after a phenomenal standing on the first one and getting smashed on the second one somehow, coming back with a very dominant lead so far, maybe even a win as we go into the 15-6 territory.
Terrorists win.
I need to address the round reset. The fact that we had a reset round is not a huge issue. The round, there was only 2 kills made in the round before the reset. The fact that people are getting mad, the fact that there was a reset, you know, it probably didn't change the outcome of the round. RCTIC may have still taken it, you don't know that. So, I don't know. I just think people seem to be getting mad over something that isn't necessarily proven. They can't really say that it would have definitely been too early for our reset. I disagree. Spike was really lost alive there, and there we go. RCTIC is shutting down and just... yeah, Salt coming out from the chat. Sorry, boys. Either way, RCTIC Esports, very phenomenal play in the first and the third map, securing that final best of 3 and the final map 16-6 against Empire. Very, very good showing from them, and that will be that best of 3 conclusion.